Hey everybody, I'm Nick with tech-Nic, and today we want to look at a way to cure an overheating Xbox Series X. So you got an Xbox Series X, and if you've played on this, you've noticed that the system tends to get a little hot. I've not had any performance issues with it, but it does stress me out a little bit while I'm gaming for extended periods of time. Well, this product is actually made to help with that. So this is a cooling fan that snaps in under the system and is going to help increase the airflow dramatically on the Xbox Series X. From now on, I'm just going to call it the X because I don't like all that. So this one is from a company called Rgeek. Now this is an import, so we will have the link for this specific unit below. But this video is going to be a little bit more than just an unboxing. We're going to unbox it and show how easy it is to set up. And then we're going to see if we can't get some of the temperature readings to show what type of improvement this offers. While we get ready to unbox this, simultaneously we're going to have the Xbox playing in the background. We're trying to let this thing run for a bit and get the operating heat up on the Xbox so that it tests better and shows what we're doing. So while that's playing, we're going to open, like we said, we're only going to call it the X from now on, the cooling fan for the X. Now, as of today, right this moment, on Amazon, this particular unit is on sale for $16.99. It's going to definitely be worth it if it can actually get the temperature down and protect the internal parts of this Xbox. So the unboxing here should be pretty simple, and we'll show the setup here, but it's got some information here. It has 3 fan speeds, fast, middle, slow. Again, I'm sure that sound is going to be an issue of this fan, but we'll deal with that when we get there. This is an import. I'm not going to beat up the translation on the back of this too much. I just will read quickly. Don't modify and dismantle. Don't clean it with organic substance. Don't put any heavy objects on the product. Sorry, John. You can't sit on this one. Don't throw dropper. Apply strong shock to product. Oh. I get it. See, you just have to speak bad translation products long enough, and then you start understanding it. Don't throw, drop, or apply strong shock to the product. Wow. Don't place into hot water, moisture, or direct sunshine. And this is a choking hazard. Really? Like, I don't know about that one. So when we open this up, I'm expecting to see really just 1 or 2 pieces of something, the fan, and I would imagine a cable to plug it up with. Where this gets power in the back, it has a little USB cable, okay? And so from here, it'll run up to a USB port on the back of the Xbox, and then they've been put in the front here 3 USB ports on the front of the device. So you may lose 1 port on the back, but you gain 3 in the front. I do like that it has some little grippy rubber feet on the bottom, and that's a pretty thick fan casing. So I'm imagining that this is going to move a fairly significant amount of air. Now, it is worth noting that you want to use this on a hard surface. Don't take this and set it on carpet and then put the system on it, because it's going to severely limit this unit's ability to pull airflow in. But all we're going to do is lift the Xbox, put it on this, and then attach the cable in the back. Now, since it's actually running while we do this, this is a little bit dangerous, but I'm brave. That's super easy. All I'm doing is plugging the USB-C into the fan, and then I'm going to plug that into the back of the Xbox. So I've got a decent amount of heat starting to build up. So let's just use this for a second and see. So this is a Ryobi IR002. This is a pretty high rated infrared thermometer. So let's just give a couple of examples. The room temperature down here in the studio is 77 degrees right now. If I look at, for example, let's see that television. The television screen is 85 degrees right now. Let's look at the side of the Xbox is at 79 degrees. John's equal to that almost at 78 and some change. And let's see about old James Bond over there, 79. James Bond is mathematically hotter than you, John. So if there were any doubt, we just put it to rest. But let's take this and let's give a shot at the top of the system where the internal fan is pushing heat out, and let's see what we're getting there. 101.8 in the core. So we are building up enough heat. I think we'll be able to test this now. One click turns it on, but it goes into the fastest mode that it has. And I want to actually do that backwards. So I'm going to hit this once for 3, 2, 1. Now we're on the lowest fan speed, and we're going to do two things. We're going to see how it affects the temperature on the lowest fan speed. The main reason, because it's the quietest, and that's what we're going to listen to right now. That's already pretty audible on the lowest setting. Let's let it run for a minute at least before we do this. I'll let you continue to play, and I'll just sit, and you can fast forward this with me being still for once and being quiet. In the lowest setting, while the Xbox continued to play, this system rose in temperature to 104.1. So let's turn it off and let's go to the second fan speed, and we're going to let this run for 1 minute before we come back and see where we're at on that temperature. Wow. So after 1 minute on fan speed 2, we dropped to 103 even. Now let's catch the sound here for a second and see how audible you think the fan speed 2 is. I mean, I think I could probably live with that amount of sound. Now, because it starts on the highest setting, I kind of got a sneak preview of what the full speed sounds like. Sounds like it might be a bit much. So now what we will do is go for full speed. We're going ludicrous speed.
So we've never gone that fast before. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
And we're going to see what we can get. First, the sound. I can see that being disruptive to the gaming experience. I'm going to ignore it. We're going to wait 1 minute, and we're going to see what happens to the temperature. That's too much work. It's not worth the bit. It's not worth the bit. I hope you're able to just fast forward. All right, so we have been waiting for 1 minute. I will tell you that to the touch, that feels quite different. That's what she said. Okay, so this is interesting. Maybe I'm having a thought as I'm saying this. Is now at 105. Does that mean that the system itself is getting hotter? Well, yes, obviously, because we're continuing to play, so the heat is building up. But let's think about this. This fan is doing a better job of ejecting the heat from the top. Interesting. The temperature went down. So I think what we're really seeing is that in the bellies of this thing...
Have you been reading the sides of the machine to see, like, what kind of heat is building up in there?
No change on the side. No change at the fans where it goes in. I feel like I work at Walmart. No one works at Walmart. Let's be honest. We do now. We check our own stuff. This is me at Walmart now.
Okay, that's funny.
Got a bunch of Wrigley spearmint gum right there for 25 cents. $20? 25 cents. $20? 25 cents. It's your fault, Walmart. Oh, and by the way, invite me to the next employee picnic, since I frickin' scan all my own stuff anyway, and I'd like some dental while we're on it. We're currently right at 105. I'm going to turn this fan back on, full speed. We're going to go 2 minutes into the future and see what we've got the temperature at. To wrap this up while the fan runs on speed 3, everybody's mixed on this. Does a fan help? Does it really do anything, or is it a gimmick? Now I'll tell you my 2 cents on this, is that for the amount of air I'm seeing pushed out of this system, it can only be helping. That hot air is leaving and it's not staying in the system. For under 20 bucks, I think it's probably worth doing. It's a stand, it's going to help it be maybe a little more sturdy anyway, and you're getting multiple ports in the front. I'm going to continue to use this and give you my thoughts over time. Other than the sound of this and how loud it is, I think I'm going to appreciate the use of this item, especially when I've been playing for extended periods of time. And we've seen this system now running for about an hour and keeping it at about 103.6 degrees. So guys, if you're using one of these and you feel like sharing with us if it's a success or a failure, or you think it's a gimmick, let us know in the comments below. We'd like to hear that. Also, if you think John is absolutely horrible at 2K, let us know that in the comments too, okay? Thanks for coming, guys. We'll see you next time.